Hello there! In this video we'll be showing you how you can paint lenses in 3 different ways. We'll cover an easy to do method with contrast paints, a battle ready method that'll get your lenses done and looking sharp as well, and finally a more advanced method that you can use on your hero and character models if you so choose. The paints we'll be using are on the screen now. Remember, lenses can be any color that you want them to be, so just swap out for other colors if you choose to. We also have a list of the additional equipment we've used, but you can use whatever brushes you feel most comfortable with. If you're new to painting or want to brush up on your skills, you can check out the Citadel Color Painting Essentials playlist to learn all about our paints and techniques. As you can see, we've undercoated our helmets with Chaos Black. This is to help make the lenses stand out more for your viewing pleasure. For our first method, I'm going to show you a really simple way of doing lenses with contrast paint. The first thing we need to do is paint the lenses with white scar to give a nice light base coat to work from. Paint the entire area, and if you overspill a bit, just tidy back up with whatever color you've painted the helmet with. Okay, now that we have a nice solid base coat, we're going to apply our contrast paint. In this case, I'm using Blood Angels Red. I'm going to mix contrast medium with our Blood Angels Red to a 3:1 ratio. Thinning it out like this will allow the white base coat to shine through nicely, which gives us a highlight for free. You can swap Blood Angels Red out for any other different light contrast paint if you wish. Frostheart works great for a blue alternative. With that stage done, I'm going to apply pure Blood Angels Red into the recesses to just boost our highlight a bit more. Take a bit of time with this, making sure to get the pure Blood Angels Red just into the recesses. And with that done, our easy to do contrast method is complete. A really nice result for not much work at all. Alright, for our second method, we'll be focusing on getting a traditional battle ready finish to our lenses. So we're going to use Mephiston Red and apply this as our base coat. Just remember to be as neat as you can when doing this. A good tip is to hold your breath if you can in order to steady your hand. If you make any mistakes, tidy back up with the base coat. Okay, next up we're going to apply Nuln Oil all over the lenses to darken them down a bit. Be mindful not to let it pool and obscure the detail. We're now going to use Wild Rider Red to highlight the lens. I don't want too much because this will make the paint harder to control. I would recommend using a small layer brush for this in order to have as much control of your edge highlight as you can. We're aiming to do a thin line from the lower inner edge through to the outside edge. Leave the upper edge unhighlighted. This will help to create the illusion that light is shining through the lens. If you make a mistake, tidy back up with Mephiston Red and Nuln Oil. Finally, I'm going to use White Scar to do a little dot at the top of the outer edge of the lenses. This will act as a little reflection light that will help to sell the lens effect nicely. Again, hold your breath if you can to help maintain control when applying the dot. Also, try to just use the very point of your brush as well, as this will help to keep the dot small and precise. Awesome! With that last reflection dot done, our battle ready lens is complete. This will get your Marines looking awesome in no time at all. Okay, for our final lens, we're going to change it up a bit and do a visor that can also be commonly found on various armies. This is also going to be a bit more advanced than the previous 2 methods as well, so if you wanted to push yourself, you've got a resource to use. Our first paint will be Khorne Red, and we'll apply this across the entire visor. With our base coat dry, we're now going to apply Nuln Oil all over it. Again, just looking out for any pooling that we find. We're now going to use Mephiston Red and paint this towards the outside edges of each side of the visor, making sure to leave the inner area unpainted. If you make a mistake here, just tidy back up with Khorne Red and Nuln Oil. Next up, we're using Evil Sunz Scarlet to push the highlight a little bit more. Leave a bit of Mephiston Red stage showing towards the center and focus your Evil Sunz Scarlet layer towards the edges. Remember to do this on both the left and right sides of the visor. Okay, next up we're going to use Wild Rider Red, and we're going to do the exact same as before, leaving the Evil Sunz Scarlet layer showing towards the center and painting Wild Rider Red towards the edges. You'll start to notice a nice transition in color towards the edges of your visor now. Again, if you make a mistake, tidy back up with the previous colors. Lastly, we're going to use Fire Dragon Bright to do a traditional edge highlight around the sides and bottom edges of the visor. This will help to frame it nicely and give a really stark highlight. Take your time with this step. It's worth it to be nice and neat here. Remember to roll your brush to a nice sharp point. When painting, use the tip of your brush, hold your breath if you can, and paint towards yourself when doing a fine edge highlight like this. With that completed, your visor is now done and looks awesome. You can apply this method on Leagues of Votann, Tau, and Horus Heresy era marks of Space Marine armor, to name a few. In this video, we've shown you how to paint lenses in a number of different and awesome ways that you can use for your Warhammer armies. Remember that you can swap out the colors that we've used for those of your own choosing if you so wish to. Just make sure that with each successive highlight that you use a lighter shade of whatever color you have chosen. We've had a lot of fun with this video, and we hope that it has given you the inspiration to get your models painted and on the gaming board. For more tutorials, tips and tricks, check out our videos on the Warhammer YouTube channel, or head to your local Warhammer store where our amazing staff will be more than happy to help. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.